Hello, welcome to the video with me, Winner Andres, picking up where we left off last time, where I started this series here as Khmer over here in Southeast Asia, and after a bit of a troubling start, to say the least, I eventually managed to get a nice period of peace where I was able to build myself up and actually start actually expanding and get all the land I needed to form the Mekong Empire here, which, to be honest, is quite a bit extra land over here and stuff I didn't actually need, but whatever. And I also got this country over here as a vassal because they decided to go to war with me, and I didn't have an interest in actually taking a land for myself, so just made them a vassal instead. So, yeah, plan for this episode, basically just take over the rest of Southeast Asia, I guess, which may also end up including taking them over, I guess, possibly. The most I'll probably do is just kind of just go all the way down and take Australia and New Zealand, I imagine. Is the most I'll do for this episode, I think. But, yeah, I got stuff here I need to work on still. So, let's see. Because I did not get any of this stuff done before I actually ended the previous episode, so I need to get it all done right now. So I'll just quickly go through, get a bunch of that stuff done while I wait for aggressive expansion to go back down, and for these peace treaties with Pegu and the Ming to end. So yeah, I'll just get to work on that stuff right quick. Alright, so I got all that stuff done and everything when it comes to getting buildings and built and all of that. Aggressive expansion is at 0, and while I was doing that, the Ming collapsed. Yeah, at least I could easily take over all lands, though but even then I probably could have easily just defeated the Ming themselves, so this is actually more of a pain to deal with at this point, to be honest. But, meh, whatever, I guess. I'll just focus on Southeast Asia and continuing things over here, I think. So, starting off, you. Finish you off completely at this point, I guess. Honestly, I'm not going to bother even having my vassal join this war, because this is just going to be so easy to do by myself anyways. And yeah, there we go. That's all the land under my control. There we go. Take it all for myself. Now, I'll quickly take you over as well. You have an alliance with that country for whatever reason, sure. I guess that means I'll just go ahead and take that country over as well. Sure, why not? Oh, and you have those islands. Okay. Short. There we go. Good. And you lot up here, I guess I'll just ignore for now. Though I would like to take some of them over. I'll just ignore them for now, I guess. And continue pushing south over here. And you have an alliance with that country, huh? Okay. Sure. You know what, I'll go ahead and invite the vassal into this one as well. Why not? There, that's them fully occupied. And now my troops are just going through, taking all this stuff. Yeah. I really didn't stand a chance. In the slightest. So, take that stuff over, of course, there. Where is their capital even at? Over there? Okay. I don't want my gross expansion to go over 100. So I'll try to limit what I'm taking this time, I think. So I guess I'll just go with that or something. Yeah, there we go. Good. So with that there done, I've already gotten quite a bit of Southeast Asia under my control. Great. But for now, I think it's just gonna be a matter of waiting for aggressive expansion to go down once again, so I can go through and get all this cleaned up, taking all of that and getting the rest of this island basically under my control there. And apparently Venice controls that island, group of islands there. Guessing I had to fight Venice right quick so I can get that. France controls the entirety of Canada at this point, apparently. Hungary's done quite a bit of colonizing as well. I think that's the first time I've seen Hungary colonize. Then South America's just a complete mess with these fucking borders. With England, Hungary, Ottoman Empire over here. Oh god, those borders are a complete mess. But, yeah, whatever. I'll just continue working on stuff, I guess. Getting buildings built on all the land I just got and all that. While I wait for aggressive expansion to go down once again. Alright, my aggressive expansion finally got back down to 0 at this point. So, it is time to continue these horrors over here. And to get the rest of this stuff cleaned up over here. So, you're next. Right there. You know what? I'm just going to go to war with this country right now as well. And just do both of them at the same time, I think. There we go. That's basically all that done there. Okay, there we go. That is those wars finished. So take all that land. There we go. And now for this one, which I guess I'll go ahead and take that ore as well up there. There we go. Nice. So, I could probably have a better border over here when it comes to Bengal. You know what? I'll do that. Just sell some of that land to make the border look better. There we go. Now, yeah, that looks much better. Good. So, there we go. Nice. I'll now, once again, I guess, have to wait for my aggressive expansion to go back down unless I want to fight, coalition. Which I could definitely handle dealing with at this point, to be honest. I could easily defeat one. I'll probably need to recruit a large army to actually do it, but yeah. Do I want to actually fight a coalition currently? I'm honestly not sure. I guess for right now, I'll just let aggressive expansion go down, recruit a larger army, I guess, and maybe colonize some of these islands that are out here, possibly. Yeah, I might do that. And I'll possibly see about going ahead and fighting that Horth finish there to get that under my control, I think. Yeah. Alright, so my aggressive expansion's gotten down to 0 at this point, and I have gone and colonized all these islands out here in the Pacific and everything, so I got that out of the way at this point already. So, yeah. I've also recruited more troops and stuff there, kind of preparing myself for when I get these planes unlocked here, because I'm almost got those. So, once I actually get them, all I need to do is just recruit 10 regiments of fighters for every single one of these armies, and I'll have that stuff done. So, yeah. For now, I'll just quickly fight a war with Venice here, so I can get that province right there, I guess. And apparently they control a decent chunk of Alaska over there, and also Cuba, Jamaica. Yeah, and got a good chunk of the Caribbean over there, along with Alaska, I guess. They're honestly doing a pretty good job, I guess, when it comes to building themselves an empire over there. But, yeah. This is literally all I wanted. So, yeah. To me, I've already finished the war, though my troops still actually have to continue fighting and actually defeat them. So, yeah. Just gotta wait for that currency, I guess, at this point. Need my troops go all the way around Africa so they can go in and attack Venice. And there we go. I'll end it right there since I already got what I wanted, which is just a single province over here. I literally don't care about the rest of it. I don't even care about that stuff up there in Alaska. Just want the single province over here. That's it. So, yeah, there we go. All my troops can head back home now. So I can continue taking over the rest of Indonesia and everything over here. Alright, so all my troops should be back over here by now, I think. So, let's go ahead, do this next door right here. And you apparently have an alliance with Bengal over there. Alright, sure, whatever. I guess I'll do something about them as well. Why not? And that's all that dealt with there. All that's left is just to take over Bengal over here. And honestly, you know, I think I kinda like those borders that Bengal has, so I think I might just take them over completely. Yeah, the borders they currently have aren't that bad. Just make a few changes, I guess, and they'll be good. Yeah, let's take it all. Take all the lands. There we go. Good. So you are next, and I'll finish off Indonesia. Then I got 3 countries over here to fight, and I'll have all that done. So, let's see. Those two have an alliance together. You have them. Oh, that is that country. Okay, it's just 2 countries then. Plus that one right there that only has a single province left. Alright, so basically just 3 wars then, I guess. Ignoring that one tiny country that may not even exist by the time I get around to that stuff. Possibly. So, let's see. Do I want to go ahead and deal with them right now? You know what? I'll go for clean up the border up here right now. That's what I'll do. Just clean up this border up north. And basically clean out a lot of these smaller countries pretty much. That's all I want off of them right there. Alright. Now with you, I think I'll fight a war with you as well. Just to sort out the border I have with you. Which will include wiping out your vassals over there. Actually, you know what? No. I'm just going to wipe you out entirely. Then go and sell all this land to Jennifer. There we go. Now I could also sell that one, I guess. Sure. Let them have everything on that side of the river. There we go. Have that river be our border between us. Alright. Okay, so all my troops come back home at this point. Alright, there we go. So I have that complete there. So next up will be them, so I can finish off all of Indonesia, and then I'll go into Australia and get all that done as well. But I think I'll hold off on that for right now, because if I'm going to be fighting Coalition at all, I want it to be after I get these planes unlocked, and I almost have them at this point. Just need to get machine gunners, and then that'll be next. So yeah, and there's only one country that's actually currently ahead of me in technology, which is England, and they actually have a 4 technology lead over me somehow. God damn England. I have a higher level capital city, so I should eventually catch up to them. Should. So, yeah. I guess I'll kind of wait a little bit, considering I'd estimate that taking them over will probably increase my aggressive expansion by like 50 or something, I think. So, yeah. Let the aggressive expansion go down a bit more so I can get that stuff done easily, and then it's just going to be a matter of fighting them down there and then dealing with the coalition that forms afterwards, I guess. So, yeah. Get to work on that stuff, I guess, for now. Alright. So, I got the planes at this point already, so it is time for this. Considering my aggressive expansion is down below 50 at this point, so I should be able to easily take them over with no problem at this point, I think. So, there we go. Send my army off to fight. And there we go. That's already completely done. Great. Take them over entirely. There we go. And that is done. So that actually only increased my aggressive expansion by like 20. Interesting. And those two have bad relations with each other now, for some reason. Alright. Sure. Whatever. You had alliance together, but you don't anymore, and you don't like each other either. Whatever. Go to war with them. Wipe them out. Just waiting for my troops to finish this up and get all the stuff occupied. There you go. Now you just need to take New Zealand over here, and you'll be 100% finished. And there you go. Good job. Take all of that land, which easily puts the aggressive expansion over 100. Send my troops back up north, so they're ready to defend me from the coalition that's about to be formed against me here. So, this coalition here, I guess I'll take like southern China or something in this coalition, possibly. Go this direction, push that far or something, taking over the Great Viet, that country, that one. Maybe a good chunk of what they have or something. Just push out in that direction, basically. That's what I'm kind of thinking of doing for this. And they're the coalition leader, of course, there. And this technically already won. Great. Honestly, quite a few countries there at war with me. And I think that's everything over there dealt with. All that's left is just a little bit over here in China. Yeah. I think that's basically all that done. There we go. So, for this coalition, I will be wiping out these countries without question. Alright, so this is what I'm going to be taking in this over here, basically. Getting all of that, and also kind of taking a bit of land here and there, just so I can kind of clean up the borders a bit around the rest of the stuff. And kind of wipe out a few of those smaller countries. So, yeah. There. I think I may do the same for some of this as well. Okay, yeah, there we go. So that's everything I'm doing there. Good. Now to clean up the borders. Alright, so that is now the borders around here. So, yeah, pretty good there, though I did kind of notice afterwards that I apparently failed to take a single province right here. Yeah. I'm going to have to deal with that in a moment. After I deal with them, I guess, because I will, of course, be taking them over, considering everything else I currently control at this point. But that will be after I let the aggressive expansion go down, considering I do not want to be fighting another coalition already. So, yeah. I'm going to go through, get buildings done and all that stuff, while I wait for the aggressive expansion to go down, and then take over my vassal there, and also the one single province I missed over there. So, yeah, I'll get that stuff done right quick. Alright, so it is now time for me to quickly take over my vassal over here. So let's go ahead and get that done. And there we go. That is all finished. Great. So that is done. Now I just want to take over this single province right here, in which you somehow have them as a vassal. Sure. Whatever. Okay, so they have an alliance with the Ming, and they also have both of these countries as vassals somehow. How? Just how? Whatever. Take them over right quick. Just to wipe them out. I only want the single province there, to be honest. So yeah. I'll ignore the rest of it for now. There we go. Alright, so I think that'll be the end of this video here. Since I got all that done, I already went ahead and dealt with all the buildings and everything as well. afterwards. So, yeah, got all of Southeast Asia under my control. I guess next episode I'm probably just going to continue pushing into Asia or something, taking over China, Japan, probably India as well, I guess. And then I'll probably have one more episode after that where I just take over the rest of the world. That's what I'm guessing, currently at the very least. So, yeah. That's there is the end of this video here. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.